Game Norman. Two games all, third set.
Again, Edberg not coming to terms at all with the bounce of the second serve of Norman. Ball off the frame as it was the previous point on that side. Two games all, third set. Norman leading 2-0.
Love 15.
Well, all the instincts were there correctly. That wasn't too bad a volley, not deep enough really. Here was the correct shot perhaps, but played too hard. The touch isn't there, the feel is not there. That's bad luck too, just too long.
Love 30.
Here was the feel, here was the touch, and here was the correct shot to play.
15-30.
Tantalizingly out of reach of his opponent.
Now Edberg down a further 2 break points as he was his previous service game. If you're wondering, can he come back from 2-0, the answer is yes. But he's only done it twice in his entire career.
Game Norman.
Dick Norman absolutely in command now.
3 games to 2 third set, and by 2-0.
2-0 in the lead, 3-2 with a break, and Edberg's game certainly not picking up one little bit.
No, he's done a lot of damage, Norman, with the backhand returns off high and fairly soft serves. He's a bit of a menace on that side. Perhaps Edberg should serve a bit more to the forehand, but basically he should just serve better and faster and deeper. He's teeing the ball up for his opponent. Yes, those 2 matches that you mentioned that he has come back from 5 sets, one against Wally Masur in the Australian Open. That was 10 years ago, in fact. But the one I remember, John, is a match, in fact, I was commentating on the centre court, semi-final of Wimbledon 88, 7 years ago against Miloslav Mecic. And it was one of the best matches I've ever seen on the centre court. He came back having dropped the first 2 sets, and I remember it all changed with a lob in the 3rd set. It was a wonderful match with 2 players at the peak of their form. Edberg in this match is not at the peak of his form. Let's hope he reaches it soon, because if he doesn't, he is going to lose. And that is almost unthinkable to this man, who is a lucky loser, didn't even win the 3rd round of the qualifying. That shows how dangerous they are in the qualifying competition.
Love.
Edberg just not having the timing of this court at all. Speed of the court constantly embarrassing him. That ball coming through too quickly.
Love.
And that one too wide.
30-15.
He's a player who shows absolutely no emotion at all throughout the match. Very serene temperament.
Well, it's not that difficult to be serene when you're winning so comfortably. 6-3, 6-4, 3-2 with a break, 40-15. Dick Norman really has not been troubled by Stefan Edberg at any stage of the match. First time Edberg served in the match in the second game was broken.
Game Norman. New balls, please.
And again, the serve switching to the forehand of Edberg. And
Norman leads 4
Edberg
games
just
to 2, third set.
barely getting a grip on the return to the bottom of the net. And things certainly do look grim. It's quite interesting, the year that he came back from 2 sets to love against Mercier 1988, he actually went on to win the championship.
Yep. He played a terrific match. So did Mercier. She glided around the court, didn't he, with that lovely balance of his.
New balls, Edberg serving.
Good tennis brain Dick Norman has.
Love 15.
Absolutely the wrong footing shot to play in the circumstances.
All.
Berg questioning the umpire, but the ball was clearly long. Senses are starting to deceive him. There's some real frustration in that shot. Trying to put some work on the ball, but still not being able to keep most basic forehand in court. 15-30.
30 all.
And why is he staying back and not coming forward? Does he not trust the volley anymore?
.30. Game Edberg. Norman leads 4 games to 3.
He's
third
hanging
set,
on
and by 2
bravely.
sets to love.
And the crowd here on court 14 certainly trying to will him to play better tennis and to get back into this match.
Well, he's got to return serve better, and above all, I think he's got to volley better, and that means he's got to serve better. And so it's all difficult. Here, points won at the net, and he's won 21, Edberg, and he's lost 17. I mean, to lose 17 points at the net, almost the same figures as what he's won there, which is a ridiculous statistic for him with his volleying ability. Look how much better Norman is, 19-9, and he has nowhere near the ability or the experience at the net as has Edberg. So I think that really that is a very important statistic that I'm glad Edberg can't see, because he has just somehow got to inject enthusiasm and confidence into himself now.
15
Well, even
love.
when he lets fly here, to release a bit of frustration, there is that huge long arm waiting with a very good safe volley. And do you lob a man of 6'8"?
$15 all.
Stefan certainly is trying everything that time, hustling in after a return, cutting down the amount of court that Norman would have to volley in, drawing the error. So he is resourceful and he's trying everything in his power.
30-15.
You'd think that Norman, with his lack of experience, would be good for at least one nervous game at this point. And is that a sign of nerves? It's been too many double faults, but that one bringing Edberg back into contention this game at 30 all. Opposed to this point.
$40-30.
You can see Edberg's thinking pattern had been had his backhand cross court chopped off several times. That one trying to go up the line, nowhere near the target. Point for 5-3 for Dick Norman.
Well, normally when you're moving well, you play well. Now, Edberg moves well here. It's difficult. Look, he's not on the baseline. He's up there, so the ball reached him quite quickly. He had to make ground very fast, and he did it well.
Advantage, Edberg.
Dick Norman just fraying for the first time this match. Opportunity beating one of the greats, just playing on his mind. Break point.
Deuce.
But not an unplayable serve by any means, but Edberg just not being able to find the center of the racket off the top edge, and rather despondent. Head down. Deuce.
Advantage, Norman.
Really desperate to understand what's happening to him.
Deuce.
There is some hesitancy from the Belgian player, and it's understandable. Never ever played in a Grand Slam event.